Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our final sing-along with the Queen's Theatre Hornchurch. Oh, and Leslie is first through the door. Good morning, Leslie. And John, of course, fantastic to see you with me. Good morning, Joel. Fantastic. Lots of people joining me for our final sing-along. 20 weeks later, our 20th sing-along. I can't believe that we've been doing this for 20 weeks. It's been such fun. Denise is here. Good morning, Denise. And Mark, lovely to see you. Fantastic. Well, for those of you that have never joined us before, welcome to our last sing-along with the Queen's Theatre Hornchurch, part of our live streams that we've been doing. This is part of the Summer Inside Out programme from the Queen's Theatre, funded by the London Community Response Fund and the City Bridge Trust. So thanks to those two organisations for keeping this all running. And I must say, it's been such fun. We've had such fun singing all together, even though we're apart. And as the world starts to open back up a bit, this is our kind of big finish, our big jazz hands moment. And do you know what's really exciting about this week? James and the Learning and Participation Department, and shout out to Laura because I know she's probably watching this at some point as well. They said, this week, Andrew, you get to choose. So I'm choosing the song that we're singing today, and if you want to know what it is before I officially tell you, you can press the See More button and the lyrics will appear. But yes, good morning to Anna and Sour. More people saying good morning, and fantastic to see you here. We can probably throw in a little bit of 1, 2, 1 as well, Anna. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to start off by having a bit of a shake, making ourselves nice and comfortable. You notice I've dressed up nice and smart for us today. I thought for the big finish I probably should. So sitting up nice and straight, and we're going to breathe in, 2, 3 and out, 2, 3 and in, 2, 3 and out, 2, 3 and in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. I can't count on my fingers anymore. Lovely. Goodness me, right, some tongue twisters. Let's get our mouths moving. This song is a little bit of a tongue twistery song today, so we've really got to make sure that we're moving our mouths around as much as possible in order to make a good sound. I know, I seem ridiculous, don't I? So, we're going to go Unique New York, Unique New York. You need New York, you need New York. You know you need, you know you need, Unique New York, Unique New York. Now we're going to make them slightly longer. Unique New York, you need New York. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Then the whole thing, here we go. I'm hoping by 20 weeks you're good at these now. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Have they got easier? Do let me know in the comments if all of my tongue twisters and warm-ups and everything have got easier. You can't sing out loud, you're at work. Oh, you're slacking. Well, I suppose 11 o'clock is 11's, it's break time, isn't it? Oh, I'm really glad. Oh, Anna, that's lovely. I'm really glad you've enjoyed all of our sing-alongs. Let us know. Yeah, do definitely feedback to the theatre that you've been having a great time doing all the sing-alongs. And thank you for some of you who've sent cards and things into the theatre. So thank you to those people. Lovely stuff. Right, Irish wristwatch time. Here we go. This is an Irish wristwatch. This is an Irish wristwatch. I wash my Irish wristwatch. I wash my Irish wristwatch. I even wash my Swiss wristwatch. I even wash my Swiss wristwatch. You watch me wash my Irish wristwatch. You watch me wash my Irish wristwatch. Oh, goodness me. That one has not got easier, has it? That is still hard. Joel, you're trying. Well, that's good. All we ask of you is you try, and hopefully you have a lovely old time, because it's not about being any good at it. It's about taking part. It's the taking part that counts. Right, team? Some red lorry, yellow lorry. Here we go. A red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Stop, your turn. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Stop, my turn. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Stop, your turn. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Stop, my turn. Red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather. Stop, your turn. Red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather. Stop, my turn. Red red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, stop, your turn. Red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, stop. Last one. Red hobby, yellow hobby, red hobby, yellow hobby, red hobby, yellow hobby, stop, your turn. Red hobby, yellow hobby, red hobby, yellow hobby, red hobby, yellow hobby, stop. There we go. Right, team. And I wanted to do some 1, 1, 2, 1. So this is a slightly harder one. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how we do. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to 5. 5, 5, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. There we go. And if you've never done that one before, that one's really hard because you might not have ever tried it. Don't worry about it. That's a tricky one. Now, one that we haven't worked on together is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 song to the tune of Knees Up Mother Brown. If you count on your fingers, it makes it easier. Nice and quick today. Big final finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Start on 3. 4, 5. No, start on 4. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 1. Start on 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start on 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2. Start on 3. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, everyone. That is fantastic. Okay, so, Joel, that's amazing that you absolutely love the songs. I'm really, really glad you do. I love the songs too. I love my silly warm-ups. And actually, there are so many more of them that if you've ever worked with me at the Queen's Theatre or anywhere else, that I've got hundreds of those, and those are just kind of the radio hits, as it were. Lovely. Well, this week's song. What are we doing today? Let's find out. My chosen song this week is There's No Business Like Show Business, because I love this song, and I think as things start to open up again, and now that the theatre is back open again and we can start to get some, when the theatre had their first performance yesterday, which I believe was sold out in the foyer, and I think it's amazing that we're opening back up, because after all, there is no business like show business. Oh, Anna, you did well with the singing, did you? That's fantastic. Brilliant. Make sure you're all commenting as much as you can, telling me they're having a great time. I can see a few more comments coming through, but I do find sometimes my comments do a weird kind of, I don't know what's going on there, but we won't worry. Okie dokie. So, there's no business like show business. And yes, it is Ethel Merman, for those of you commenting, because some of you that know me well will know that I love Ethel Merman. I think she's one of the funniest and most brilliant singers. She always makes me laugh. Mainly because she sounds like a foghorn and never needed a microphone, and I'm consistently impressed by that. So, we're going to go. There's no business like... Okay? There's no business like. Then we're going to go show business like. So we've got there's no business like show business like. Very good. Then we have no business I know. No business I know. One of the things I like about this song is there's lots of like target notes. There's no business like show business like no business I know. You're targeting those top higher pitches there. So we go. There's no business like show business like no business I know. How did you get on? Let me know. I'm sure you're doing amazing. Let's try that one more time. There's no business like show business like no business I know. Lovely, and I can put in a few cheeky chords in there. My dad would like some of these chords. Then we're going to go, everything about it is appealing. And we're going to go up a scale. Everything about it is appealing. A nice bit of a major, happy sounding scale. Here we go. Everything about it is appealing. And with the same melody, everything the traffic will allow. Let's get those two things together. You know this song. Oh, I'm glad some of you know this song. I'm sure lots of you out there know this song. It's a really lovely song and it's one of my favourites. And actually, I didn't know the middle section of this song very well. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Everything the traffic will allow. I forgot the words, I'm getting old. Then we have, nowhere could you get that happy feeling. And actually Americans sing, nowhere you could get that happy feeling. They put a D in there. So I don't mind if you know where you could get that, or get even with our lovely Essex accents, chopping the T's off. Do let me know if you're signing in and singing from somewhere remote. We've had people from Australia and Peru and all sorts of places watching our videos. So if you are somewhere slightly more exciting than Havering or Brentwood, do let me know. So, nowhere could you get that happy feeling. Let's sing that line. 1, 2, 3. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling. And then we go. When you are stealing up. When you are stealing that extra bow. That extra bow. And that's on a fruity chord. Bow. Oh, dissonance, lovely. So let's go for the beginning and put that whole little chunk in a row. This bit comes back a few times. So here we go. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. How did you get on? I'm sure you're doing amazingly. Now that is the first chunk, and this song is an A, B, A structure, and the A is broken into two parts. You've learnt half an A. What's that? Ah? Don't know. Oh, that's an awful joke. So, next bit starts off similarly, but changes. It goes, there's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. I'll do that again. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. And we don't really go smile, we go smile, 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 like mile. Oh, good morning, Lauren. I can see more comments coming through. Showbiz Jazz Hands Linham is what we are going for. And actually, on the choir, I've got some things down here. We've even got, I could wear a wig, but I don't know if that's particularly showbiz, so maybe we won't have the wig. We'll have something else. But yeah, I've got to have a bit of jazz hands. Got all sorts of things down here. I should have you voting for what hat to wear. I don't really know why I had the wig out, but yeah, there we are. We don't need that. So, there's no business. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Oh, I'm playing it wrong. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. I'm sure we've got up to there. Some of you are loving the wig. The wig's gone, I can't get to it now, I've thrown it. Then we go, and I have to get the notes right for this bit. This goes slightly high, so you've got to really use your diaphragms. Even with a turkey that you know will fold. Turkey being a terrible show in this instance. Even with a turkey that you know will fold. So you're saying, you know you're in a show that's rubbish. It's better to be in a show that's rubbish than no show at all. And that I fully agree with. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. That says, when they throw you out of the theatre when the show shuts. Slightly depressing, but we won't think about that. Where's my note? Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Some jazzy chords thrown in there by accident. Then we go, still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. That's saying you'd rather do a show that's terrible than do no show at all. What a lovely sentiment. And I think this is a really good big finish for our lovely sing-alongs, isn't it? Where is my bit? Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Here we go. 3, 4. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. On the end. Let's go on with the show. So let's do our second section. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Here we go. 2, 3. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. There we go, everybody. Fantastic. So you have learned the first A section there, and then it goes to a middle bit. But we're going to try and do that whole little section in a row from the top. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. Lovely stuff, everybody. Let me know how you're getting on. There's a lot of words in that, isn't there? So, middle section goes like this. The costumes, the scenery, what is it next? Makeup, the props. You're so very talented, Joel. That's very kind. But I'm forgetting the words left, right, and centre. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props. The audience that lifts you when you're down. And I have to look at my music here because I always sing this bit wrong. The audience that lifts you when you're down. And I must say, having you guys doing my sing-along for the past 8 weeks, 8 weeks of this lot and then 6 and 6 before that, does that add up? Yes, it does. Yes, 20 weeks in total. Goodness me, brain melt. Yeah, having an audience has been absolutely joyful through lockdown. There's not many people that have been able to kind of perform with you and get you performing in your homes. Yes, I haven't forgot my makeup. Yeah, I won't be putting any makeup on today. So, the costumes, the scenery, and the makeup, the props. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience that lifts you when you're down. Lovely stuff. Then we have, it goes up higher. We have to really breathe because it's really quite high. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops. And with your flops, I want a real like American flops. Rather than, I suppose, sound a bit more like flaps than flops. But there we go. The flops. A nice American accent, do your best with that. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops. Because old Ethel is there, Ethel Merman. The headaches, the heartaches, like that. It was a hideous sound I just made there, I apologise. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops. And then finally, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. Because in America, back in the days, if you didn't have a performing licence, the sheriff would have booted you out of the small town. Can you imagine that? I suppose it's like busking. The sheriff who escorts you out of town. Lovely. Let's put that all in a row. The costumes, the scenery. Here we go. 1, 2, three. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience who lifts you when you're down. The heartaches, the headaches, the backaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. I'm singing the words in the wrong order, dearie me. And then we're going to go, the opening when your heart beats like a drum. The opening, and there's a weird note there. The opening where, that's tricky. Here we go. The opening where your heart beats like a drum. And then we go, the closing when the customers can't come. We're going to sing can't because it's sad when we had to close the theatre, isn't it? So not won't come, you wanted to come, you just weren't allowed to. So we're going to sing can't come rather than won't come. The closing when the customers can't come. And then we're off into There's No Business Like Show Business again. So let's try and put that whole little section in a row. The costume. Here we go. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience who lifts you when you're down. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. The opening when your heart beats like a drum. The closing when the customers can't come. And then we're going to sing exactly as we sang before, There's No Business Like Show Business, but we're going to do something in the music business where we call a cakewalk. And a cakewalk starts slowly, often with people doing high kicks, which I haven't got the space to do. I don't know why I did Cossack arms for my high kicks. Yes, a cakewalk is when we start slowly and we get faster and faster. So it's going to go something like this. Have a listen to it first. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. And then we're off, aren't we? We're off at full speed then. So it starts very, very slowly. So there's no business like show business, starting slowly. Here we go. So we've just done the closing when the customers can't come. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. And nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. And by that point we are full speed ahead, aren't we? Now, the musical ones amongst you, Waggling and Walkham and Wise glasses, will know that that's not a real cakewalk. So we're going to call that the fake walk. See what I did there? Yes, exactly, a fake walk. Because it's not actually really any slower, it just feels like it is. Very technical. So, we're now on to our big finish moment. The words are different though this time. Same as before. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. That bit we've done before. However, the next bit, different words but a similar tune. Yesterday they told you would not go far. Let's sing that. 3, 4. Yesterday they told you would not go far. And that's to do with the lovely world of auditioning, which is still as painful now as when this show was written back in the, I think it was the 50s, something like that. Yesterday they told you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. And then suddenly you become the star, don't you? So let's do that nice and slowly because it's a tricky little corner. Yesterday they told you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. One more time for luck. Yesterday they told you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. I'm sure you got it. Then similar going up, ascending melody. Next day on your dressing room they've hung a star, because you've become the star. And you know what? You are all stars out there. Oh, my beating heart. Lovely. Next day on your dressing room they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show is where we went before, but we're going to go. Let's go on with the show. Oh, that is high, particularly for our lower lady alto singers, or our men. If you're a nice bass like me and you're not used to rumbling down the bottom, this is high, so you've got to really support it. And actually, make sure you're drinking lots of water. That made a good noise. That will always help too. Drip drop. So we've gone. Next day on your dressing room they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show. And then our big finish goes. Let's go on with the show. Now, I don't even know how many counts that note is. That is the longest note that we've had to sing since Be Our Guest. And Be Our Guest was the longest note that we've sung. Longest note that we've sung. Longest note that we've sung. So, we're going to go from... let's go from There's No People Like Show People, They Smile When They Are Low, into our ending. And then, I think it might be time for a rehearsal. There's no... 1, 2, 3. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you opened and there you are. Yesterday on your dressing room they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show. Fabulous! That is a big note. And I really want, at the ending, jazz hands, arms around the room. Let's go on with the show. And old Ethel, she'd begin it really nasally. Next day on the dressing room, they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show. Ah! That's not a nice sounding noise. I'm probably doing damage. I should be more careful. So, team. Lovely people out there of the internet, are you ready? This is our rehearsal. We're going to do the song the whole way through now. And I want you dancing around your kitchen and your living room, waving your hands in the air with joy unabated as we celebrate, all singing together and hopefully getting back to the new normal, terrible term. Are we ready? I'll give you some kind of like showbiz intro, shall I? There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. And nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience that lifts you when you're down. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. The opening when your heart beats like a drum. The closing when the customers can't come. There's no people like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything a traffic will allow. And nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you would not go far. That night you opened and there you are. Next day on your dressing room they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show. Well, that was the warm-up. Whew. Well, don't know about you. Hot and bothered, I think. Very warmed, and I didn't forget my makeup. Very good. Lots of amusing comments filtering through there. Well, I think it's time to put on a costume. I mean, that is what we have done. Every week, splattering in the face. Every week we put on some amazing costumes. So if you can remember any of the great costumes I've worn, feel free to suggest them now. But I thought I would go with the red hat. Well, I've got a few hat choices here. Let me know which colour hat we should go for. Or maybe I should be going for the bowler hat. I don't know. But I thought, actually, show business wise, my big sparkly red jacket, that is probably the most show business we've gone with, isn't it? So what goes best hat wise? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we just go all out and get the feather boa out, don't we? Oh look, the feathers are going everywhere. So we're going top hat. What do we think? Red sparkly hat. I believe there's a button in here somewhere. Oh look, it's flashing. It's flashing. Oh, we're going to go with the sparkly one. There we go. Can you see it, Spark? I'm not sure if you can see that. On the red hat. Oh, all right, lose that then. Right, red hat. Here we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is our final sing-along performance of 20 weeks. I want you to dance around your living room, take lots of pictures. Oh, you, darling. You stop it. This is the best I've looked out of all the weeks. What do you think? You can't quite see that the sequins match, but never mind. I must say, I'm very impressed with my costume cupboard, considering none of this was prepared for. Right, everybody, are you ready? Let's raise the roof, lift our voices for a final time together, because this is our moment to shine. Let's make everyone in the world hear us singing. Open your windows, fling them wide, and let's raise our voices. Here we go. There's no business like show business like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people that smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience that lifts you when you're down. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. The opening when your heart beats like a drum. The closing when the customers can't come. Let's take it home. There's no business like show business like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. And nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. Come on! There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you would not go far. That night you opened and there you are. Next day in the dressing room they've hung the star. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show. There we go, everybody. Well, what a fabulous time we've had again today, and we've had for every single week. We've had such fun. There's some amazing comments coming through about costumes we remember, or we're thinking about the Annie wig, we're thinking about the Joseph stuff, we're thinking about, the Pearly Kings and Queens. We love the red hat with the sparkles. You can't really see it on the screen, but it is actually flashing. Of course, look at all these feathers. Goodness me, I'm in such a mess. Lovely. Well, everyone, it has been an absolute pleasure to see my living room in such a mess with all the feathers. No, it's been a pleasure to sing with all of you and keep us singing through lockdown. It certainly helped me, so I know that it has helped all of you as well. Do let the Queen Theatre know how much fun you've had. Tweet them, Facebook message them, let them know you've had a great time, because it helps for them to get more funding to continue projects like this through the winter months as we go into the next stage of this collective experience. It has been such fun. Big love to you all. I can see some beautiful comments coming through. Thank you all so much. And I will see you at some point, hopefully in real life, or maybe even on a screen sometime soon. Who knows? But so long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I can't play the song. Right, bye everybody. It's been a pleasure, and see you all hopefully very soon. Bye.